Yo, what's happening? Patrick here, back with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you when it is okay to walk out of a relationship, when to enter new relationships and when to exit old ones, and how to move on from it. But without further ado, let's crack right into this video. So, in our lives, we're going to have a multitude of different relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, relationships with people at work, just solely based on doing your work, for instance. And in maneuvering around with these different people and these different relationships, we sometimes run into problems. We sometimes have the feeling that a relationship is not satisfying enough, that it turned a little bit toxic and poisonous, let's say. And usually we try to convince ourselves to stick with it and stay in it. Even if it's just long friendships, we don't want to get out of it, and it's understandable because we build these friendships up over a long time. What I want to propose in this video is, when should you consider to exit relationships? When is it okay to leave relationships, and what is the best way to go about it? Now, personally, I used to struggle with this quite a lot when I was younger. Nowadays, I'm quite fast on the ball with those kind of things. I decide quite quickly that I want to exit certain friendships, that I just don't want to hang out with certain people anymore. And the very reason for that is that I value my time more than anything. I believe that my time is so valuable that I don't want to waste it with people that don't really value me in return. So, one book or two books that really opened my eyes about this were the book, it's called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, by Stephen R. Covey, and the other one is by Dave Logan, which is called Tribal Leadership. And in those two books, they line out different relationships, different types of relationships, and they show you which ones are good, which ones are worthwhile, which ones are worth investing more time in, and which ones are possible candidates to just leave. And not in a bad way, but just in a good way, leaving it on good terms. In 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen R. Covey talks about 3 different types of relationships. They're the dependent relationships, independent relationships, and interdependent relationships. Now, dependent relationship is what you see most of the time with couples that stay together for the reason of having a house or having children. They stay together because they depend on each other. Whatever they do is not something that accumulates together. They don't work with each other. They work as separate entities that rely on each other. Independence is one step above it. It's when people work on themselves, where 1 + 1 = 2. They both add something to the relationship. Interdependent is the highest level, the one that you should shoot for, the one that you want to attain. The interdependence relationship is characterized by not 1 + 1 = 2, but it is 10 or 100 or 1,000. It is like multiplying with it. So that means that you don't not only work by yourself and then come together, but that you also collaborate, that you also try to make everything better in your life. And needless to say, most of our relationships should be independent or interdependent. There's some relationships that will be dependent, but those are the ones high candidates to sort out, to get rid of. Now, in the other book by Dave Logan, which is called Tribal Leadership, he points to a principle which you call zero-sum game. Some people have the view of life that if someone wants to win, another person has to lose. It is a zero-sum game. There has to be equal amounts of pluses and minuses, equal amounts of positive and negative. And while that is to an extent true, these people think that the only way you got successful is because you stepped on heads. The only reason why you got in a good relationship is because you have money, because you have high status, or you're beautiful. They always think you tricked the system. These kinds of people are stuck in a lower level paradigm that you want to surround yourself with. So let's go through the different types or archetypes of relationships that he points out in his book. So he starts with the lose-lose paradigm, which is the lowest one, which is really often seen in gang culture. In the lose-lose paradigms, you think that you suck and the world sucks. This is where people turn to violence and try to, like I said in a previous video, inflict pain onto others because they don't see the bigger picture. A level above is the zero-sum game, the lose-win. The version where they think, I suck, but everybody else is great. Where you think you have to be born in a special situation to get things. Where you have to be part of the Illuminati to be successful. Or you have to be some kind of millionaire to get women. So these are the people that, let's say like 90% of the people are stuck in that paradigm. Now, the paradigm above is called the win-win paradigm. This is where people believe that the world is amazing and they are amazing. They accept themselves and show self-love, and that's why they can share their love with other people. And that's also why they can cooperate and come together and make something great out of it. The highest level paradigm, which is above all of these paradigms, is win-win plus, which is kind of synonymous with the interdependence, where 1 + 1 doesn't make 2, but it makes a multitude of that. You can compound your work with each other and collaborate and make something amazing happening. So what I want to encourage you in this video is really take a serious look at your relationships that you have, and don't exclude anyone. Take your friends, your co-workers, your family, your girlfriend. Take everyone that is in your inner circle of friends and analyze what kind of person are they? Are they lose-lose, win-lose, win-win, win-win plus? Is it a dependent or codependent? Is it an interdependent and independent relationship? And then when you analyze it, think, why would I be surrounded with these kind of people? And then make your choices. Go and cut out those people that drag you down and don't lift you up. A way that I can describe it the best is by taking an analogy of an emotional bank account. Look how much people withdraw and how much they put in, like how big are the deposits and how big are the withdrawals. When the withdrawals are way too large and out of proportion with what they put in, chances are it might be a good situation to bounce out of this relationship. And I don't want you to be, harsh about it, because most people would come to you and also came to me and said, that is really harsh, that is not okay that you try to exclude people because they don't give you more than you give them. What I have to say is, if you truly want to be successful, if you truly want to live a fulfilled life, you have to select the people around you that lift you up and don't drag you down. And you don't have to be bad about this. You don't have to go to the person and be like, you're poisonous, you're bad for me, I have to get rid of you. No, just be honest with them, communicate about it. Maybe try to change things in the first few months. And if it doesn't work, say to them, it seems that we are on different paths, so we can't share these valuable moments with each other. And then simply prioritize your time towards people that lift you up, that are in a paradigm of win-win, win-win plus, or independence or interdependence. Because you still, or after all, you're the 5 people that are surrounding you the most. This will rub off on you, so better make a good choice in this one. So, like I said, first, define the different relationships in your life. Approach these people and have a really crucial conversation with them. Make sure that they understand where you're coming from, and try to find a way to work around things. And if it doesn't work, try to prioritize your time in a way that you spend less time with the lower level paradigms and more time with the higher level paradigms. Try to increase the bond with the people that really want to help you and are really good for you. And for the last one, if a case gets so severe that the person's always poison dripping your relationships, exit. Don't be mad about it. Don't be a douche about it. Don't be like, I can't be around you because you dragged me down so much. Just say, no, I don't have time. Explain him or her the situation in a good way. I know this is going to be quite difficult and it's not going to be something that you immediately can do, but I promise you, if you really make that effort, your life will be so much better. Your relationships will be so much more intimate and so much more valuable to you. So I hope you could take something away from this, and you could really pinpoint which people you want to have in your life and which ones you don't want to have in your life, and prioritize again who you want to spend time with. And I wish you good luck with that exercise, because it's a really difficult one, but a massive key in becoming happy and living a fulfilled life. Finally, make sure that you drop this video a like if you enjoyed watching it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with my newest uploads, and put down in the comments if you have any suggestions for next video. And I'm gonna see all of you guys next time. But until then, peace out.